So this was not exactly a video that I thought I would ever make, kind of just a weird one overall, but I've seen the pictures, I've seen the teaser trailer, I've seen the incredible memes and just awesome kind of feedback, I guess, from the fandom. Shrek 5 had its teaser trailer, and I will say, I will be the bandwagon person here. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the look. I'm not a fan of the coloring. I'm not a fan of the smoothness. For me, it's that I'm not going to nitpick it too much. I'm just going to kind of go with my gut. Now, that can make me look hypocritical or make me look any which way, to the people watching this video. I'm going to just tell you from the bottom of my heart, as somebody that doesn't watch a lot of movies anymore. I used to watch so many back even like 6, 7, 8 years ago, but just nowadays, I don't watch a lot of movies. I don't go out much, to the movie theater, or really actually at all in life. But no, when it comes to what this thing looks like, it just doesn't look good. I'll just go with my gut. I can't nail, like, if you ask me, 10 bullet points, Alex, name every single thing wrong with it. There's just something about the look. I mean, I have it behind me here. Okay, there's just something about Shrek's look here, whether it's the nose, whether it's, I don't know, any of these characters, actually, like all of them, Donkey, they just don't look right. And I don't know, again, I can't give you an essay format on it, but there's just something that speaks to me about it, that this ain't it. And when it comes to the reception that this thing has gotten online, I feel like, okay, I mean, yeah, I could be a bandwagon, or maybe I'm just following like the popular thing. I mean, I saw the teaser trailer. I don't think I saw it through commentary of it being bad. I'm pretty sure I saw the trailer and then I saw all the negativity directly after. But this feels like a Sonic moment. And again, I'll be that bandwagon, just kind of echoing, everything that I've seen online. I'll be that person for you. It feels like the Sonic fans are going to have to step in and save the day. And I've seen some amazing memes. I've seen stuff of like an Avengers type situation of them all kind of coming out to save Shrek 5. Because all jokes aside, there seems to be something wrong. I feel like it's kind of your gut reaction to say, yes, you expect things to change. I mean, look, these movies are old. The old Shrek movies are old. And you look back at them and you say, okay, you're obviously not going to look exactly like that in 2025, in 2026. It's not going to happen, okay? There's going to be an evolution. It's going to be up with like modern times. The issue is modern times does not always. You could go down that age-old type thing as well. I mean, every week or two I see stuff on social media of like, okay, why does newer movies and stuff with CG and all that, why does it look worse than some of the all-time greats of 10, 15, 20 years ago? I mean, this is a biasness, and this is something that's actually always used to prove it. And it's funny because it's actually my favorite film franchise of all time. You look back at Pirates of the Caribbean, you look back at Davy Jones in Pirates 2 and Pirates 3. Now, that was 2006 and 2007, okay? He looks unmatched. I mean, Thanos looks really good, but you look back at literally 06, 19 years ago, okay? And then 18 years for 3. And how amazing, not just Davy Jones, by the way, the Kraken, all of the CG stuff, the ship battles at World's End, all that. You look at all that. Now, that's a bias because that's my favorite film franchise of all time. It's funny, though, because you see the argument made all the time that Davy Jones, you see him playing the piano, and you see people saying how, like, CG has fallen off. And the response tends to always be, well, they give people less time nowadays. They work them to death. It's just, everything kind of is more constrained. They were given a bit more freedom back then. They were given a bit more time. There was just this energy in the air. You could argue some of the talent has been displaced, and I would argue partially that, but I do think the other stuff kind of applies. Bottom line, okay, to kind of get away, I guess, from Pirates, which I could talk about all day. I do believe, things are getting worse. Okay, you can look at things nowadays, and is this another example of it? It's in a weird situation because you do expect things to look better. You do expect that you're not going to release a movie, okay, whenever this, I don't even know. It doesn't come out, I think, December of 26. Is that what it is? You wouldn't release a movie then, and you wouldn't use the exact same visuals that you would use 25, 20 years ago. You're not going to do it. So I understand that. It's just ironic that it just seems to be getting worse in this way. Or, like I said, I mean, you look at Sonic is a really good one. Now, I don't know if this is as bad as Sonic. The issue is, I guess with Sonic, you did have something to baseline it, right? So you have the games, you have literally what he should look like, and then you have the abomination that was, right? So you did have something you could go back and say, why can't you just make him look like that? And granted, people spoke up, and granted, they listened. Now, Not every studio is that. Not every, I mean, that honestly happens, I think, so rarely in any industry, that kind of feedback, because the hatred and the aggressiveness of the fandom for Sonic, and I think it was rightfully so, because that was terrible, and the movie franchise just wouldn't have been what it is now. It needed that. But oftentimes you get a pushback from Hollywood, from gaming, from music, from all these different entertainment sources. You don't have them saying, "Oh yeah, we royally effed up," right? So we're going to fix that for you. Normally you have double and tripling down on it. And I wonder for something like Shrek, because it's the same kind of lead up. I don't think it's as bad, but I do think it's pretty bad, and I feel like the response and just like the social media freaking engagement was nuts. I think it it warrants, right? It warrants a change. Now, they have the time, honestly, to do that change as well, and they also could delay it, because, these movies would probably make a good amount of money. You could delay it. You can make it work. You can fix it if you want to. So I guess the last thing I want to say in this video, I wonder what's going to happen, right? Do they fix it, because there's only two ways I think it goes. They either fix it and they actually accept this kind of criticism, which is rare, and they do Sonic. They literally pull a Sonic, which is the right thing to do, by the way. Or they double down, they attack back, they get very defensive, they put up their wall, and then you get this as the final product. That is what I will default to assuming is going to happen, just because that's most of the time, just because that's kind of the arrogance of these people and of Hollywood. I want to believe, it's going to be the positive result, but when it comes to optimism, pessimism, I'm generally very optimistic about like gaming and stuff. I don't know, that's just an energy inside me. With Hollywood and movies, I'm always going to kind of take the under. I'm always going to assume the worst. So this, I will assume the worst. Okay, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.